Next tonight to the crisis at the border, where we've just learned migrant crossings in December shattered all previous records. The milestone coming as some mayors say the surge in migrants has their cities at a breaking point. We get more now from George Solis.
Tonight, after weeks of scenes like this at the southern border, NBC News has learned December marked a record all-time high in crossings. Some 300,000 undocumented migrants crossing the border, according to DHS officials. It comes as more migrants arrive daily in already overwhelmed cities, by plane near Chicago and by bus this morning in New Jersey, sent by Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
It's the type of chaos that this governor is committed to administering.
Local officials say sending the migrants to New Jersey is an attempt to sidestep New York City's new rules regulating arrivals of buses of migrants.
This is not stopping people from coming, but about ensuring the safety of migrants.
This, as a battle over immigration policy is brewing between Governor Abbott and the Biden administration. The Department of Justice threatening to sue Texas if it implements a controversial measure that would allow state and local authorities to arrest, jail, and prosecute migrants suspected of entering the U.S. illegally. Abbott says the Biden administration is refusing to enforce immigration laws, and Biden border policies are encouraging the migrant surge. Here in New York, many migrants end up at the Roosevelt Hotel, one of the many taxpayer-funded migrant shelters. Jose Echeverria from Venezuela has lived here for 6 months, telling me he's illegally selling coffee on the street, but with good reason.
He says he's not just going to sit around and wait for a handout. He's going to sit here and work to provide for his family.
The father of 4 saying he's doing whatever it takes to survive.
All right, with that, George joins us now live. So, George, what do the mayors of cities across the country say they need right now?
Yeah, Tom, the main thing these mayors say is help from the federal government. Here in New York, Mayor Adams saying the city is reaching a breaking point with about 4,000 migrants arriving each week.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.